Hey Sam, this is Nick Carboni. I'm with the NBC affiliate here in Charlotte. As you get a little chance to reflect, how would you sum up your 3 years in New York, and what was your reaction when you found out you were being traded to Carolina?
Yeah, so obviously getting drafted as high as I did, the my expectations were to go in there, play 20 years, and win Super Bowls, and that was the dream going in there, and but obviously it didn't work out, and so, but I'm thankful, and uh, just thankful for the opportunity that that organization gave me for the 3 years that I was with them. But now, coming in as a Carolina Panther, I'm very excited for this opportunity, and just to come in with a fresh start, and just excited to get going.
Let's go to Josh Klein.
Hey, Sam. What lessons did you learn from your first 3 years in the league? And then also, completely separate question, how excited are you to play with Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore and the rest of the weapons here in Charlotte?
Yeah, so I learned a ton, good and bad, in New York. I think there's stuff that you can take away from both aspects. I think just what I learned throughout my 3 years being a pro. You learn so much more as years go on, just with experience, and I'm going to take that with me forever. And then in terms of the weapons, I'm really excited to play with these guys here. And obviously I have some experience playing with Robbie Anderson, so super excited to continue that relationship and continue to play with him. And then obviously there's a lot of other guys as well, so very excited about the opportunity to play here, and yeah, just play with guys like Christian, DJ, David Moore, Dan Arnold, just to name a few.
Jonathan Alexander.
Hey Sam, hope all is well. I'm just curious, why do you think that you could be successful in this particular offense and with the new start with the Panthers?
Yeah, I think first of all, this organization, just the attention to detail with the culture here is one of a kind, and I think starting with Mr. Tepper, and then Mr. Fitter, and then obviously Coach Rule, being able to come in here and be on the same wavelength in terms of what the culture needs to be, and spreading that throughout the organization. And then in terms of the offense, haven't talked to Joe a ton about it. I mean, obviously I'm just fresh off getting traded, and been talking to him now for a few days. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. I know what the offense is capable of, and just excited to hit the ground running.
David Newton.
Hey, Sam, David Newton from ESPN.com. Welcome to the Charlotte area.
Thank you.
They're more over the course of history, there are more failures and successes for highly drafted quarterbacks on their second stop. What makes you and your situation, you think, different?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just coming in with an open mind, and just seeking for a great opportunity to lead this football team, and just move the ball up and down the field and score touchdowns. That's what I'm most excited about, and I think I have a really good opportunity here to do that.
Elena Getzenberg.
Hey Sam, Elena Getzenberg, Charlotte Observer. Nice to meet you. I was curious, you kind of said what your goals were coming into your time with the Jets. What are your goals now? Have you kind of set new goals for your time with the Panthers? And I was curious, are there specific things that you think you can improve, or that the Panthers communicated with you that they want to work with you on?
Yeah, so I think in terms of the goals, I think for me, I think right now it's just about getting in here and meeting everyone, and learning the offense as fast as I can. Obviously there's long-term goals, but it starts with those short-term goals, right? So that's what I'm doing right now, and that's what I'm focused on. And then your second question, I'm sorry.
Just, are there specific things in your game, or just,
Right.
off the field, even that you're looking to work on, or the team's communicated with you that, want to work with you on?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm always looking forward to improving, every single off season and even during the season. So, just looking forward to, just continuing to learn, watch my tape from last year, and, And then, as I continue to learn this offense and see guys who have run this offense before and watch tape of them and them having success, I think that'll kind of give me a good visualization in terms of, how I want to look on the field.
Joe Person.
Sam, I'm with The Athletic here in Charlotte. Good to see you, man. You had mentioned that the attention to detail in this organization, and I wondered if you had an example or two of that as this process unfolded. And then, and kind of related question, was there something you heard from Robbie or from Rule or from anybody that really kind of stuck with you in terms of you being a good fit schematically or otherwise?
Yeah, I think, for just in terms of walking around the building, you can tell. I mean, the agenda's set. It's all about ball here. I mean, it's, there's different sayings and different things that, Coach Rule and, everyone in the organization wants to think about. And those, whether they're sayings or different things just around the building that remind everyone kind of what the agenda is. And I think that's a really good sign of an organization that is on the same page. And then, yeah, I think, for me, I think just fitting into this offense is something that, Robbie and, I have talked about a little bit, not a whole lot, like I just said, it's fresh still. But, just getting to know the Charlotte area and getting to know the people around here, I think it's going to be a really good fit for me. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to continuing to meet people and, learning this organization as well.
Let's go to Brett Jensen and then Steve Reed.
Sam, I'm curious, when you found out that you were being traded, or there was even talk about being traded to come here. By the way, I'm Brett Jensen with WBT Radio.
Yep, good to meet you.
Nice meeting you. We're the local flagship station for this team. But I'm curious, when you found out or heard that you might be getting traded during the off season, was there maybe a sense of relief that, let's just start pickups, go somewhere else instead of having a third coach in 4 years just in New York alone? Was there disappointment or was there actual relief?
No, I think for me, it's anytime, you go somewhere and you set, like I said before, you set lofty goals, and those goals aren't met. That's always tough for me. When I heard the news that they wanted to trade me, it was tough. Anytime you're not wanted somewhere, that's always, a tough pill to swallow. But then it was the opposite feeling. You go from being unwanted and then all of a sudden, the people in Carolina, wanted me and obviously traded for me, and you go from being unwanted to wanted. And, I think that was just, when the trade went down, obviously, like I said, things didn't work out the way that I wanted in New York, but I was just so excited for a fresh start and new opportunity. So it was bittersweet. But meeting the people, like I keep saying, I mean, meeting the people around here and getting to know everyone and, what the agenda is around here. I'm just very thrilled and excited to get going.
Sam, Steve Reed from the AP. Welcome to Charlotte. Obviously the bottom line is wins and losses. And I think in New York, you were 13-25 as a starter. Tell the people here why you think that you can win here. And secondly, do you feel like you were given a fair shake in New York?
Yeah, I think, I've proven to be able to, obviously there's more losses than wins, but I've been proven to, win football games here. I think all things considered in New York, I think, just timing wise, things didn't really work out towards the end. But, like I keep saying, I'm just excited to be here.
Let's go to Will Kunkel and then Mike Solarte.
Hey, Sam. Will Kunkel here with Fox 46. Good to meet you, buddy.
Good to meet you as well.
Does it feel like a new career to you? I mean, you're 23 years old. You have now some experience underneath your belt. Does it feel like you literally just were kind of given a brand new career and you can kind of take a deep breath and start over?
I mean, when I got traded, I don't know if it felt like that because, there's the word traded attached to it. But when I came here and I, I came here, I got my physical done. I was up early meeting the doctors and, meeting everyone in the building after that. It was kind of a feeling of getting drafted all over again, I guess. But again, I'm here to work, ready to hit the ground running.
And we've gotten to know Robbie a little bit. He has a way with words. What was the first thing he said to you when he found out?
Yeah, he was pumped. I mean, pumped for me. He knows, what kind of person I am, and he knows the town now of what Charlotte is, and the Carolinas in general. He said, "You're gonna love it. It's all ball all the time." And I think that's really good for me. It fits me and Robbie just the same.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Sam, Mike Solarte, Spectre News 1 here in Charlotte. Welcome to town. Kind of dovetailing off of Will, when you mentioned Robbie and you started to talk about Robbie in your last answer, there's a big grin on your face. What is that relationship like with you guys between the lines? Obviously, you guys are friends off the field, but it seems like when you guys were hooking up in New York, there was a lot of chemistry between you two. And obviously you miss a year with him, but you can kind of reignite that now.
Yeah, I mean, as you guys know and have found out, Robbie's one of a kind. He's an amazing guy and someone I love spending time with. And on the field, he's going to tell you how it is. If he sees a play or a route a certain way, he's going to let you know. And he's not afraid to hear some criticism back. So, Robbie's a great teammate, and I'm glad I'm back with him.
Thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go Josh Graham, followed by Bridget Condon.
Thanks for doing this, Sam. Coach Rule mentioned when he was interviewing for the job at the Jets in 2018, there was a Zoom call for 15, 20 minutes with you two. What are your memories, if anything, of Coach Rule at that time?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, it feels like forever ago, but just a presence, someone who you could feel he could really, just gravitate towards players, gravitate towards anyone, really. He just seemed like a really good dude, someone you wanted to hang out with, honestly. And, I think that really serves well, in the football world. And, like I keep saying, I'm just excited to, see what, how players gravitate towards him, because I know they will. But I'm really, really excited to see it kind of come to fruition in person.
What's the first thing you told him when you met him face to face today?
I don't know. I guess he had some travel issues coming back here to Carolina from where he was coming from. So I just was asking him how that was. And so, yeah, but it was good to finally see him after such a long time since that Zoom interview that we had. But yeah, he's a great guy.
Hey, Sam, I have two quick questions. The first, what is your relationship with Teddy Bridgewater? Have you talked to him since coming to Carolina? And what do you like about having that competition with him?
Yeah, I've always admired Teddy, being with him in New York. We became close friends there, and, we would talk every now and then, but I haven't talked to him since the trade went down. But, looking forward to that interaction, and I'm looking forward to competing with him.
And then quickly, there's obviously a lot of uncertainty about, who's going to be the starter, what's going to happen in the draft and things like that. What would be your message to Carolina Panthers fans as to why you believe you're the right guy for the job?
Yeah, I think, I've always believed that no matter what my status is, I'm always going to help the team win. And I've always believed in that. And that's just what I'm going to do here. And I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's go to David Newton and then Josh Klein to finish the Carolina media, and then we'll move to the New York media. So David, go right ahead.
Yeah, Sam, I wanted to ask you what time you gotten to spend with owner David Tepper and what that's been like.
Yeah, I spent some good time with him last night, and he's a great guy, someone that, I already feel like I, have a good relationship with. And he mentioned it. He, if I got any questions, whether it's about football or, the finance world, he was like, "Hey, I'm going to be all ears and I'm going to listen to you." So he seems like he's very hands-on, and, he loves to, talk to the players and interact with us. So, I'm very much looking forward to, continuing to build my relationship with Mr. Tepper.
And do you feel like he 100% support you, where they don't need to draft another quarterback at 8? And if they did draft a quarterback at 8, what would that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I'm here to, help the team win, no matter what that is.
Sam, I know, obviously college in California, pro career in New York. What are your opinions on Southern food? And yeah, it's important questions.
Yeah. I feel like this is when the fan base really judges me here, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen food that I don't like. So that's a good start, but yeah, I love all kinds of food, and I'm very open to trying things. I've had some Southern food in my past, but I don't know if it's anything like, Carolina Southern food. So I guess we'll have to see.
All right, we'll go to the New York media. Let's start with Kim Jones.
Hey, Sam, it's Kim. Can you hear me okay?
I gotcha.
First and foremost, I wish you the absolute best. This will not be the last Zoom call we're on together, but I'll be rooting for you. So good luck to you.
Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it.
I have a two-parter, if I may. You've referred a couple times to finding out that you were not wanted. Can you shed any light on that meeting? Was it with Joe Douglas? How was that handled? My second one is one I've asked you a couple times now. Joe Douglas promised your mom you'd get protection and playmakers. And I talked to you about that last March, I think, on Zoom. It didn't ever really materialize to the level that perhaps it could have. And I just wonder if you'd reflect on that for me as well.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to Joe on the phone, when the trade was going down, and, he informed me, and, I've always, I think Joe is a great guy, first and foremost. And, I really do believe him and Coach Sala are going to, get that organization right. And, secondly, with the promise to my mom, I mean, we all know how it is by now. I mean, it's a business, and, it's just what it is. So, I'll be able to go home and make sure that, she feels a little bit better now. And, yeah, again, like I said, it's a business. We understand that. And my mom, I think she understands that now. So, but again, I mean, with all that being said, just respect, nothing but respect for everyone in New York and with the Jets. Those people helped me out tremendously when I was there. But obviously now I'm moved on, and I'm excited, to start my career here in Carolina.
Thank you, Sam.
Let's go to Brian Costello, please.
Hey, Sam. I had two questions. The first one, just, a lot of people have speculated with you that a change of scenery will do you good. And it sounds like you've reached that point now after the trade. I'm just wondering, during the few months before the trade, I'm sure some people in your life might have said that to you. Did you ever get to the point where you thought maybe you'd be better off somewhere else other than New York over the last few months?
You know what, before the trade happened, I always thought that, I could make it work in New York. Just being honest, I really did. And like I said, I mean, my goal has never changed, even though there was speculation about me getting traded. I always, believe that I can make it work, and that we were going to get pieces, and just be able to, win some games in New York, and go to the playoffs, and eventually win a Super Bowl. And, but obviously now that mindset has changed. But, right now, again, like I'm just looking forward to continuing to meet people, and understand, my role here, and get to know everyone, and just understand what this whole organization is about. And so far, I'm, I think this organization is in a great position to win some games here in the near future.
And just my second question, you referenced timing before. You said the timing kind of didn't work out in the end with the Jets. I'm just wondering what you're referring to there with the timing.
Yeah, I think just in terms of, what Joe had planned out, and, with the new coach, Coach Sala over there, just the timing in terms of just how everything works with contracts, with the draft. I mean, there's a couple things that go into it, but just, I think that's the timing that we're referring to.
Thanks, Sam. Good luck.
Yep. Thanks, Brian.
Okay, we'll go ahead and finish up with Rich Samini, followed by Connor Hughes.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Rich, good to see
Question,
you.
a quick follow. Do you think the Jets gave up on you too soon?
I think for me personally, I don't, like I said, I believed I could make it work in New York. And, now that the trade has happened, obviously that, frame of thinking or, just that way of thinking, doesn't do me any good anymore. I'm ready to start here in Carolina and hit the ground running.
And my follow was, for essentially 3 months, you were in limbo. There was a lot of uncertainty about whether you'd be back or not. How did you feel not knowing and not hearing from the organization about where if you'd be back?
Yeah, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough part for me. Just because I feel like I'm a planner. I like to have things planned out and what the next step was going to be, and just the uncertainty there was, for lack of a better term, driving me insane. But now that I knew, when I found out, it was just such a relief to just find out the news and understand where my next stop is going to be.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thanks, Rich.
Let's go ahead and finish with Connor.
Hey, what's up, Sam? I guess kind of a little bit of a two-part question, but obviously with the Jets trading you, it all signs point towards them starting this over with another rookie quarterback. You were a rookie quarterback with the Jets. You spent your last 3 years with the Jets. So what advice would you give that player going to this team? And what kind of a team do you believe that next quarterback is coming into with the Jets?
Have fun and don't pay attention to the media. No, I'm joking, guys. I would just say, the first part's definitely true. Just have fun with it. It's at the end of the day, it's football. There is the business aspect, which, I found out, a couple of weeks ago, or a week and I don't even know. I'm losing track of time, but just, have fun with it. It's football at the end of the day. And you have great coaches over there to be able to lean on, and great people in the organization, great people in Jersey and in New York. Jets fans are one of a kind, and but I'll be forever grateful for those fans, because they taught me so much about myself, and I'm just very thankful for the people around the organization and the people around Florham Park, Morristown area, and obviously New York City.